Hello everyone, welcome and thank you for your presence in our webinar today. This is Tia from InfinitiesSoft. Welcome to our event today. Let's introduce Ms. Martin from Startup Terrence from Kaohsiung. They are the co-organizer of this event. Let's welcome Martin. Hello Martin.
Hello. Welcome to One Star of Terrace. We are in Kaohsiung. Thank you.
We welcome our speakers, Dr. Jen Wu, who is the CEO of the InfinitiesSoft.
Hi.
Next, Huang, a founder and CEO of OpenFab AI.
Hello everyone, John here.
We have next speaker, Mr. Hartik from India, the founder and CEO of Indica AI.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you.
Our next speaker is a very special guest from India, Mr. Utpal.
Hello everybody.
Okay, today we are discussing accelerating a better tomorrow with AI, and it's great pleasure for me to welcome and introduce all the speakers today. So, who are going to talk to us about their experience and industry knowledge. If you have any question throughout the webinar, please write them in the chat session of your right panel. There are also an opportunity for you to question and answer for each speaker individually. So without any delay, let me introduce our first speaker from Taiwan, Dr. Jen Hu, a CEO of InfinitiesSoft. Dr. Jen Hu holds here her doctorates in technology and innovation management as experience working in IT, software industry since 2007. She has worked in different sectors from university, industry, government-funded research institute, and startup. Her locus of interest at the moment is to leverage the power of AI, cloud, IoT, big data, 5G to drive the digital transformation and business growth. So we are so honored to have her as a speaker for the evening. Let's welcome her, Dr. Jen.
Hi everyone. So first of all, let me share my slide. My topic today is the AI-empowered digital transformation. And I'm here to answer the questions to all of the topics today, and including the innovator's mindset and how to accelerate AI adoptions for enterprise digital transformation, and the roadmap to build a business in AI and ML, and also the business opportunities in Taiwan and India. So who's writing the innovator's mindset, imagining the future a few years ago. And he's saying that he thinks the innovation starts within, and it is a mindset first, a way of conceptualizing and seeing the invisible and acting on insight. And a mindset is a mental framework when there is an act of experimenting, risking, and finally inventing something that makes the innovation. Transaction value, which brings, is to make something possible for the first time in a new way and often a better way. So which is like the credit cards are more efficient than cash, or the cars are more reliable than horses. And for innovators who are good at this game, making innovation knows that innovation starts from within their vision of the future. However, for this kind of innovation happening, for people who are looking at this innovation happening, we don't know how it happens, and we don't know the process, and we don't know how it will make in the end, but the process is a puzzle for us. However, for what we have seen, what Tesla and Google and Apple bring to us today, before that happens, before what they have bring to us happened, can we foresee what has been achieved today before it really happened? Usually the process is just like it says, it's a puzzle. And from the cases like Craig Venter, Dr. Rick Smiley, Elon Musk, and Steve Jobs bring to us, what we found is innovators share a common mindset. They envisioned the future and then forged ahead to make the future happen. Their mindsets led the way. So the author suggests that there are 10 strategies that the innovator's mindset embraces, which include bringing value and meanings that is clearly unique. Create a culture of inventing that others can build on, and move with velocity to embrace the new, and have the courage to create. Disrupt yourself before others do. And if you don't have passion about an idea, don't do it. And change something to make it better, bring the value. And also monetizing innovation is called success. People do the innovating and decide what on top you want to own, then go for it. Here are the strategies that when people who want to be an innovator and who should have the innovator's mindset in mind to make this happen. However, when it comes to AI, what people often think is jobless. When people think about AI, most of the people are afraid of AI taking up our job in the future. But is that really? Is that the future what we are looking for and what we are expecting from AI? I don't think so. From the article I published last year, we are seeing a shift in the division of labor, with technology being applied to more mundane tasks and more complex or difficult tasks beyond human capabilities. While human-centered niche is categorized by intuition and empathy. So in the future, it's possible that humans will come to see digital technologies as colleagues and rather than mindless machines as a result of successful AI integration. And as far as business needs, artificial intelligence innovation can be comprehensively partitioned into three classes, which include process automation, insights from data analysis, and customer engagement. And for those innovations created nowadays, companies that want to adopt AI technologies need to have solid technical expertise and identify in-house analytical business process that can benefit from more advanced tools. But managers must also they realized that accessing a sufficient amount of data to support intelligent machine learning algorithms can be challenging, especially in industries such as healthcare, where data is sensitive and relative to personal privacy. And in order to effectively use AI technologies, businesses need to have data management and governance process in place that allow for easy access to data and the ability to use AI outputs within existing workflows. So this is why enterprises are undergoing digital transformation. And for what this digital transformation refers, I think it is a sustainable and company level transformation while revised or newly created business operations and business models achieved through value-added digitization initiatives, and ultimately resulting in improved profitability, and which is often data-oriented approach to obtaining new knowledge and reimagining innovative business models and operations. And three distinct categories for digital transformation. There are technological, which is based on the use of new digital technologies such as social media, mobile analytics, or embedded devices. Or it's organizational, which is based on the change of organizational process or the creation of new business models. Or which is social, where digital transformation becomes a phenomenon that influences all aspects of human life by enhancing customer experience. So the key elements driving successful digital transformation includes profitability, a strong digital strategy, and also talent and culture. And most important is a leadership which drives everything together. To move on all this forward within a company, well, I think the most important thing is imagination. Just as Einstein once said, imagination is more important than knowledge because knowledge is limited to all we know. And while imagination embraces the entire world and all there ever will be to know and understand. So from my previous research, I proposed something called imagination workshop, which uses a concept of triangle, the innovation triangle, where I think imagination, creativity, and technology combined together can bring up innovation and then create entrepreneurship and new ventures in the future. So In the imagination workshop, I often ask people to imagine the future in 2050, which is 28 years after now. I ask people to think about what will the living environment be like, what will people be like, what will the social activities be like, what will the technology dominate our life, and what kind of lifestyles will people have in urban or rural area, and how will the society evolve? All these questions brings up the answers from our mind, from our imaginations, from our within, and then together we create stories based on what we discussed in groups, and which is the foundation of my imagination workshop methodology, the science fiction prototyping. In this SFP method, we ask people to think a future based on the scientific theoretical proved technology, and to think about the worst case and the best case of the technology can bring to our life. And then from the next research I have to guide and to give an example for how imagination can be a future innovation from a creative development process within a startup company. We provide precondition, and then we draw up the ideation, and then the feature listing, and then go through scenario building. And after that, we provide test and development from agile development process, and then we deliver the product, and then we go through a cyclic process for market tuning. For this process, we put imagination workshop into our agile development process, and to think about how we can realize a different future for people. And for what we do, InfinitiesSoft Solutions is we bring a new process for people who are using GPU as a resource to develop AI projects. What we think is the IT infra and platform was not built for what AI has become today. And there must be a change. And what we found, the pain point for AI-empowered enterprise digital transformation while adopting GPU for AI is somehow the existing solutions make enterprises face many challenges in the development process and the management process, and make it difficult to implement AI faster. And the process includes how to utilize GPU with higher utilization rate, and how to overcome the complex process to track and reproduce the AI experiment, and how to deal with the difficult to build AI models from 0 to 1 with high accuracy rate, and how to overcome the slow and lengthy process of model training, how to deal with the complicated deployment, and also how to deal with the hassle management on the operations. So what we find is the AI developers often find help from IT guys. The whole process needs a collaborative way for RD and IT admins. So what they are looking for is is there a better way to manage AI infrastructure, development process, and resource allocation and model training? Yes, we found a solution called AI Stack for people to manage the whole process from data management, exploration, feature engineering, model development, deployment, inference and operation until model maintenance. Throughout the whole process, we provide all the tools that people need embedded on one platform and to fulfill the MLOps lifecycle management. And we have already have a lot of companies and organizations being our customers in Taiwan, including in academia, in financial sector, in healthcare sector, semiconductor sector, and transportation and infrastructure sectors, and also government. So what we see is for the AI-empowered digital transformation, people are either seeking for business model innovation, for product innovation, or for process innovation. And they are all using AI technology to enable these innovations to happen. Something we need is, this is also a reference from online, that a framework proposed for companies who want to build up an AI platform as a business. There is a roadmap for them. So you have to ask your team, what's the vision? What's the time frame? What's the outcome? And what's the things? What are the risks we might face during the process while adopting AI? And then create a roadmap for you, for your team, for your company, for your business to develop. So this is the things that I shared today with you for what we have encountered during our process and our experience, and what are the methods, the innovative methods that we have been adopted for our customers and for our company as well. And for the last question I'm going to answer is, what are the opportunities in Taiwan? During the past few years, Taiwan government has been putting a lot of resources and investment supporting the AI ecosystems building up in the country and also in the Asia and also in the world, to connecting our startup to the international resources. And we've seen that a lot of startups where in AI ecosystems built coming into the industry from different categories like the MLOps platforms and also deep learning accelerators, AI processors, data annotation, and the cross-industry applications, all kinds of AI applications, and also industrial AI applications in retail, energy, automobile, manufacturing, etc., and MarTech, healthcare. A lot of different companies and new startups coming up in the industry to serve the global market. And we also see a lot of investment funds being raised and being built up in Taiwan to support all these startup activities. And also we see opportunities from our industry leadership in semiconductor industries, in some of the manufacturing industries, and also healthcare industries. Those leading industries in Taiwan provide a lot of opportunities for startups to realize their solutions to solve problems for the customers. And we also see competent talents from academias. A lot of more than 100,000 of students graduated from universities every year to support the whole industry and the market. These are the opportunities we see recently in Taiwan. We welcome a lot of overseas opportunities from all the countries in the world. This is why we have the seminar today with our partner in India. So this is what I shared today. So I'll leave my time for the questions now.